Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take, so it's lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Hello, everybody. Well, hello. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Gonna go through my commander deck that I just upgraded and talk about what's good, what's bad, what can be fixed. It is very interesting. I'm looking at the deck, it's crazy. Yo! Hey, Rayman, what's up? You home? Is everything good? I've had my notifications on all day to this very minute, hoping to hear from you the good news. Yeah. So hey, if you're home and want to hang out with me while we discuss my deck, we can. You can if you're available. But other than that, if you want to just hang out and chat, that's fine. So let me know. All right, I'm home. Things are mostly okay. Let's hope that mostly becomes yay okay. All right, I will send it. Cool. Oh. Boom. Hold on, Rayman. All right, cool. That is awesome. That is awesome. Ah, man. So excited to hear that you're home. You have no idea how happy that makes me. That you're home. Things are mostly okay. Let's hope it keeps on getting better. But yeah. Chill out. Relax, everybody. So this is the deck list right here. Yeah. Woohoo. Rayman.
Yo.
Oh, what's up? You're probably tired from this long day.
I am exhausted.
I bet. Well, just relax. I hope this helps you relax. You're home. So I just upgraded my Turtles deck online.
I see this.
On live. I sent you the link, and I just kind of want to judge it.
Checking through the list.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually really cool. I've never seen Hydra's growth before.
Yeah, it's from one of the Theros blocks.
Yeah,
since Level Up does such amazing things when it shows up, I was like, you know what, 2 of those is not bad. Like I half added stuff not from the list, and I had from the set, and I added half stuff from the set, and I ended up changing my commanders to Leo and Mikey because all my turtle pairings, because like the cards that have the turtles paired in cards, they all have Mikey in it. And I'm like, oh, so Mikey should probably be in the command zone.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I have so many good cards I can put in this deck, but
the only card that I don't see that I'm curious if you have, and maybe I've just overlooked it, but do you have Dark Leo and Shredder?
No, I do not have a Dark Leo and Shredder.
Because that card slaps.
No, I do not have a Dark Leo Shredder. I have the closest to that I got is Krang and Shredder.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I opened up.
This is solid.
Yeah, I opened up 3 boxes. I opened up a fat pack, and I got a lot of duplicate rares.
Yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, because I ended up getting like 3 copies of the oozes.
Yeah, the ooze is great.
Mm. And one of them foil 2 regular, and I'm like, that's not bad when it comes to duplicates. I did put a Trax in the deck, but I took out Farewell.
Yeah, I think this looks. Pretty solid. One. If you have one, I would maybe consider swapping out Vanquish the Horde for Damning Verdict.
No, I did not have a Damning Verdict.
I think that's what it's called. It's the one that destroys all creatures that don't have 1/1 counters on them.
Yeah, I did not have a copy of that. Lone Wolf.
Hey, what's up?
But no, really good. Hey, Wolf, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
No, I think it's really solid. The list is not that much different from mine.
Yeah, I didn't get to put in some cards because I tried going on theme. Adding some removal. Like I put in Vindicate.
Yeah, I see this.
Over Aesthetic Slime because I'm like it hits all the same things, but it just costs less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What am I looking at? I'm looking at the screen. I kept Irma in there because she's good.
She is phenomenal.
She is phenomenal. Put in Herald of the Secret Streams because massive evasion on those counters.
I mean, it's just like if your board's big enough, you play Herald of the Streams, then win the game like that turn. It's like if you don't have a way to kill this right now, my board is big enough to just end this game.
Right.
Yeah.
I did put in Brokers of Ascendancy. Because Brokers of Ascendancy, I like it. I just don't know how it's gonna fit in the deck yet. Innkeeper's Talent for like when I looked at the talents I put in, I looked at the first ability mainly. I'm like, does the first ability rock if I wanted to,
Then that one's quite good. And then
even the one great, like the second level is really good too.
Yeah.
And then the third level is just like doubling season basically.
Right. Yeah, I have a doubling season in a deck and I didn't pull it out. I'm like, I'm getting a pizza box. I'm hoping to pull one from there at the end of the month.
Nice.
But the other talent I put in here was Caretaker's Talent. Whenever one or more tokens you control enter the battlefield, draw a card, triggers once each turn. I'm like, well, if I get enough mutagen tokens, I can probably draw some more cards.
Yeah.
And the talents were like, they have furry little creatures on them. Why not use them? They fit the world a little. So I try to keep it in most of what I can. I mean, I did take out. I was going to take out Shredder. Shredder the Shadow Master.
The Myriad one?
Yeah, the Myriad guy. I wasn't going to take him out, but I'm like, well, if I can put some +1 counters on him, the main creature is a big threat.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did put in Michelangelo Mutant BFF because I like creatures. What's it say? Where is Michelangelo BFF? There you go. Mutant BFF says whenever each creature you control with a +1 counter on it or a counter on it can't be blocked by more than one creature, so it has to be blocked by one creature. So I'm like, that makes Shredder terrifying.
Yeah, that's solid for sure.
Yeah. But like I said, I changed my secondary commander to Mikey because I got Mikey and Don party planners, Mikey and Raph troublemakers. Now the one question I have is Splintercle Radical Rat worth being in the deck?
I would think so. Because he double trigger, Mikey double triggers because he's in the command zone. He's a ninja.
Mm-hmm.
Shredder will double trigger, so you would like double Myriad. And then if he deals damage, they're going to lose that life. Well, they're going to lose life in half, and then they're going to lose it again.
Right.
From the new total. So yes, he's incredibly good.
Right. I did take out the Splinter that was in the deck.
Oh, the one that gives all their turtles +1/+1 and has menace.
Yeah. Malman, yeah, because I'm like, well, because when he's the one that says, no, that not the one that gives you turtles +1/+1. The one that says whenever a creature leaves the battlefield, create a mutagen token.
Oh, okay.
Like I took it out because
Yeah.
I don't know how effective that was going to be. He waited on death triggers. I don't know how many death triggers are going to be. Like I couldn't find this like this. Trying to keep the theme, I couldn't even figure out what I wanted to take out for a Swiftfoot Boots and a Lightning Greaves.
Right.
And that's the tough part. Like the ramp, I had a tough time with the ramp, but because I wanted to push the ramp down to have some 2s in there, so I put Growth Spiral for possible ramp, Farseek, Arcane Signet, and my 2 drops. I took out Mona Lisa, which could have been good. And
I would recommend I would recommend putting Mona Lisa back in the deck if you're going to make. I don't know what all you're making, but if you're making a bunch of tokens that aren't mutagen tokens, she's amazing. I was tapping her for like 12 on my opponent's insteps and just sacking clues left and right.
Well, every time I played her, I'm getting a lot of traction with her.
She would well, I mean, it's possible with. I mean, I don't know if you've tried her like in your upgraded version yet,
Mm-hmm.
but with when I have with April in the command zone, you know, she's big. She gets big very quick. It makes a whole bunch of mana, and that has been my issue with the deck so far. Is that it's been very mana hungry.
Yeah.
And it's slow. Like this is. As much as I've enjoyed playing it, it is the slowest bracket 3 deck that I have. I mean, because it does nothing quickly. It gets things do get big, but it's not. It doesn't have the ability to like snowball really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But I've very much enjoyed playing it so far.
So this is still a core 2 deck based on what it says.
Yeah, that I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah, I did put fetch lands in it.
Yeah.
Ripped them from a special place.
Oh, you pulled them out of your cube.
Mm-hmm. Don't say that out loud. Cane Chicken might hear you. So I got 6 of them, and I put them in with the tent that I can find a basic land if needed to speed up, or get a dual land if needed.
Right.
No. And I took out all the thriving lands because thriving lands suck.
Yeah, I think if we had people who played bracket 2 locally, then I would take the one game changer out of mine and just play it as bracket 2. But unfortunately, we don't. We like no one plays bracket 2 locally. So it's just like my second worst bracket 3 deck. Which is fine. It's a fun deck to play. If people are looking for low-powered bracket 3 games, it works really well because that's what it is. It's really low-powered. Because I didn't put Herald in, so I don't really have any way to make stuff unblockable. The only game changer in it's Smothering Tithe, and that's only because it triggers my commander every turn.
Right.
It triggers April. If I were to make it bracket 2, I would probably trade it out for the curse, like Curse of Opulence, the one where you curse somebody, and if a player attacks them, you get to make a gold token. Obviously not as good, but it would do the same kind of thing. It would let me get April triggers on other people's turns.
Right. So that was a conscious decision I had to make because my deck was bracket 3 because of Farewell.
Right.
But I was like, I don't think the deck's gonna warrant the power to be a bracket 3 to have Farewell in the deck. If that was the case, to make it a bracket 3. So I took it out and just put in the last Ronin board wipe in it instead.
Right.
No, because it destroys all creatures. It does other things. It's on theme. I'm like, Well, if I want to keep it core 2 in that realm, because until I can actually play it and see how fast it goes, which I play tested it a little bit earlier, and it seems to do well, but I don't think it's gonna like wreck bracket 3 brackets anytime soon.
It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, I went really heavy into 1/1 counters with mine, right? So, you know, I have doubling season in it. I have all of the hardened scales type cards, and yeah, your creatures can get decently sized, but that's all. You know, it's a creature deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a creature deck, and it falls to the same kind of issues that creature decks have. Is that if they blow your creatures up, or if you don't have a way to swing with them and deal damage, then they don't really do anything. But no, I think they're solid.
Did you put Splendid Radical Rat in your deck?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right, because I was thinking his unblockable ability is pretty solid too.
Yeah, the unblockable is not bad. The one game I won with the deck, I won because I had Splinter Radical Rat. I swung my commander. I swung my Leo at one player because it was enough to just deal the commander damage, and then with the other player, I swung with all the rest of my creatures, and I had the Baxter, the one that gives all of your creatures flying if they have 1/1 counters on them.
Yeah,
and that was the one game that I won. That's how it won. I will say I got very close with Dark Leo and Shredder when I put one player down to like 8 health from 40.
Yeah, the crazy card in the deck that I was able to grab this weekend was Ozolith.
Ozolith is phenomenal.
Well, I had some trades because I had some trades that got me 2 booster boxes, and I got a commander deck so I can have an unaltered version of the deck.
Nice.
Nice. You know, so because the land base in it's pretty solid, even though the thriving lands suck. But there's 39 lands in the deck. Now my deck has 36, which is kind of low.
That's what I'm running too, is 36 of mine.
Right, that's why I pushed hard to get the 1-drops and 2-drops where they were. But yeah,
I didn't put Raph and Mikey Troublemakers in my deck because I just didn't have anything big to hit. And my concern was I would hit something that I didn't want being blocked.
Right. I didn't know if it would be good in the deck. It's a 7/7 trample and haste. I'm like, that's a big beater, if anything.
A buddy of mine actually plays that as their commander. He's playing a Gruul Raph and Mikey Troublemakers deck.
Nice.
And it just plays big stompy stuff. So he flips, he swings, and it's like, well, does he hit a mana dork or does he hit something really big? He plays a lot like a McKinnon deck, actually, where it's like, hey, he flipped over a mana dork, or oh, that's an Eldrazi. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was trying to work the ramp out so I can get that bigger stuff out faster. But yeah, let's see. Because like I don't have a lot of big stompy stumps.
I will also say, if you scroll back up,
all right,
the combo. Do you have the combo? I think it's one of the. I'll just look at mine. I pulled it up over here. The Ray guy. Why does yours look different than mine? Baxter, April. Oh, there he is. Is this the one? Okay, so there is another one of these Ray Fillet cards that you might have. And what he does is you can pay 2 mana and remove a counter from one creature you control to draw a card. And then there is a Baxter. Is it? Yep. Okay. So if you have the other Ray Fillet and the Baxter that you have in there, as long as you have a token additional token generator, like something like Hardened Scales, you don't necessarily have to have a doubler. You just need something that gives you an additional. You can do that for as much mana as you have. Because Baxter says whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on him. So you would pay 2 mana to remove a counter from Baxter. You would draw a card, and then it would put 2 counters back on Baxter.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna Mythic spoiler really quick because I might have the card you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't remember what the other, but it's a Ray Fillet character, and it's his ability is you can pay 2 mana, remove a 1/1 counter from a creature, draw a card. Let me see. I don't have my deck nearby.
Ray Flame Man Ray.
Yeah, that one.
Ray Flame Man Ray enters create a mutagen token. All right, I'm pretty sure I have a copy of this card somewhere. Because out of 3 booster boxes, I hope I at least got one.
Yeah. But his second ability is the cool part.
Mm-hmm. And it's colorless ability.
Yep, it's 2 colorless mana.
So what's the combo?
So you have that, and then you have Baxter Stockman Fly in the Ointment, which you already have in the deck.
Yep.
And he says whenever you draw a card, you put a 1/1 counter on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you have something like Hardened Scales or anything that gives you an additional 1/1 counter, you pay the 2 mana, remove a counter from Baxter, draw a card, and then it puts two counters back on him. So you can draw cards for as much mana as you have.
That's crazy.
You want to know how to make that infinite?
What's up?
The mutagen man that says activated abilities cost 1 less.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a card, you can layer it right. It's called Forensic Gadgeteer. It says activated abilities cost 1 less, but it can't be free. You can do that first with the mutagen man, and everything with the activated abilities on artifacts is free. So you could just sit there, do that over and over and over again.
But none of them are artifacts because he just works for artifacts, right, Wolf?
Yeah, the mutagen man and the forensic gadgeteer are active. Oh yeah, that is artifacts. Okay, yeah. That's my bad.
But still, like if you're sitting there at the end of your turn, or sorry, at the end of the person that's going to go right before you's turn, and you've held up mana for interaction, they go to their end step. You're like, whoa, wait. During your end step, I'm going to pay 2 mana, remove a counter, draw a card, put 2 counters on him. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to do this again. So you can just do it for as much mana as you have. And you can do it at instant speed at the end of somebody's turn. It's really good.
Yeah, that sounds really good. All right, I don't have a Ray Flay right next to me. I'd have to go in my room.
Well, something to keep an eye out on because it's a cool little combo. That paid pretty big dividends. The one game I got to do it in.
Yeah. Well, I did this weekend with those 2 booster boxes. Out of one of them, I pulled out a Krang Neutron Warlord, which I wanted.
Finally got you one, huh?
And I got a regular Super Shredder.
Nice.
So that box was fire. Then the next box opened, it was like all duplicates of shit and stuff I had. I'm like, what is this? So I'm looking for that Ray Fillet card.
He's really good.
But yeah. But what? Oh, here's a foil version of it right here.
Yes, sir. Can I assist you?
Yeah, Dad. You didn't give me any treats yet. I'm hungry.
No. Well, he doesn't get treats. That's not. You don't get those. You'll get food in 45 minutes when it's time.
That's funny. All right. So yeah, I found a foil version of that Ray Fillet.
Nice.
But what would I take out for that?
Do you have some? I mean, I would take it out of. Let's see.
I mean, if you really think Ralph and Mikey is clunky.
So my only issue with Ralph and Mikey is I actually really like the card.
Right.
But my issue with it was because I have a foil one, I have an alt art foil one that I wanted to put in the deck, but then I got to thinking about it and I'm like, well, if I swing with it, I flip over and I don't think it's a May. It has to be in tapped and attacking. And if somebody just blocks it and I die and I lose that on something that I want, that I'm going to be upset about this.
Right. The reason why I like it is because it goes to hit a creature no matter what.
Yeah, you absolutely flip until you hit something.
But
how much? Okay, let me ask you a question. How much of your stuff has attack triggers? Because you won't get those.
I don't think a lot of it. It's Leatherhead.
She does.
Has
I think she's worth it. Yeah. Raft double.
Donatello doesn't. He's just there to put counters on stuff.
Right.
Donatello me mechanics. So if I get tokens, I can put 3+1 counters. If the Ozolith is out, they'll transfer over.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
I
don't know. I mean, I would try it and see how it goes, and then if you see a creature that you're not gelling with,
right.
Be like, okay, I have a substitute and I'm ready to go.
All right, I'll just put it in the deck box. But yeah, it was tough. Trust me, if I could have gone out and taken out a lot of the turtle stuff and went more in a theme, but I want to keep the turtle theme in there as much as possible. So that's why it's a bracket 2. And if you guys are looking for Huggies, you can buy Huggies apparently. Yeah. So I did keep my board whites down to a minimum. I only added 1 to the deck.
I mean, you have 5. That's. I think that's what I have in mind. I may actually only have 4, but I made all mine. So the only one that I really have to worry about hitting my own stuff is the Blasphemous Act. The other ones will miss my stuff, assuming they all have 1/1 counters on it. And if they don't have 1/1 counters on it, then my deck isn't running right anyways. So that has not been an issue. The 5 games I've played with it, my creatures have had a very steady supply of 1/1 counters put on them.
It was a tough call. I kept Vigor in the deck.
Yeah, I saw. I'm jealous because I took him out of mine. He's just so good.
He is good. But I'm like, I didn't like, because I wanted to keep my creature count up. Let's see. So I have 25 creatures in the deck.
How many?
25.
I think I'm a little bit heavier. I think I'm running 31, but every single creature in my deck procs April.
Right.
So I'm getting clue tokens out of it. I'm getting Leo triggers out of it. So I went a little bit heavier on creatures, but that's because I'm also getting value out of all of them. Like they're not just a body. But no, I think that's probably fine. I love that card. She is so good. That card is awesome.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one card I am going to end up taking out that I hate that I am after 5 games is the one that clones a new challenger arrives or whatever.
Oh yeah, I took that out.
I really like that card. Okay, I really like it, but I have yet to have a creature to play it on because almost every creature in my deck's a legendary, and they don't have ETB triggers. So, like, I'm not even really getting anything out of it if I were to just copy it to get the legend to die.
Right. I ended up taking that card out because it's 3 mana plus X to draw X cards, then get a token that may or may not survive.
Well, right. If I had if I had a bunch of non-legendary creatures in it, I would absolutely keep it in the deck. But I don't. That's the problem is I utterly don't.
Right.
So I think it's worth it to take it out and maybe add in a little bit more spot removal in its place.
I don't know what I replaced it with. I know I did take it out of the deck.
Because I don't have much spot removal. I have like Assassin's Trophy and Atomize. I think is what I have for just like straight spot removal outside of the one Hydra that you can remove a counter from and blow something up. I think the card's really good too.
I put a Frex Arena in here because
Man, I love that card. We were just talking about this card Saturday. What night was it? It was either Friday or Saturday. Because people online talk about how bad this card is now, and I just think it's really good. Maybe it's not a CEDH card, but okay, well it's not good in 1% of all Commander games. If you're playing
Right.
not CEDH like their other 99% of this, it's still a good card.
it's still decent.
Yeah.
Terra Symbiosis definitely made the
Phenomenal. Yep, phenomenal card.
cut. And yeah. I do have Turtles Forever. I wouldn't know what to take out for it right now, but I do have somewhere a Gifts Ungiven.
I wish they would just give us a damn sideboard.
Right. Kept Double Jump because I think giving a creature flying can be important, and having that optional for removal is pretty good. Captain Swift Demise. It like this poor website didn't know how to put it as a removal because it is a removal spell. It deals a damage and destroys all creatures that are dealt damage. So it's guaranteed to destroy one creature.
Mm-hmm.
But I kept it in because it's still good. I'm trying to think what else I put in. I'm looking at this from the type. A Shredder's Technique. I love that card. It's one of the new destroy target creature enchantment spells. And I didn't get a foil version, but I got a regular cartoon version of Shredder's Technique.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, it looks solid. I think it'll be a really interesting deck, and I honestly think that it's going to be, like I do think it's a bracket 2 deck because it's not going to do anything fast. It's like mine. You're just going to sit there and build up and build up and build up and hope that no one blows your board up before you just swing for the win.
That's right. Oscar, hey guys, the movie Jovers, hello. Sorry, I missed this. I was on a different screen. You rock, you roll. Thanks for stopping by. That looks good. Cool. Thank you. I don't know why we disappeared, but we're here. Well, what? So, Lone Wolf, did you ever get your deck upgraded?
They're sent in the mail, but I got some good ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Is Wolf
the
upgrading this turtle deck or another deck?
The turtle deck.
Okay, sweet.
So I'm gonna put in Mazurek whenever you sacrifice a permanent. Whenever a player sacrifices a permanent, you put 1/1 counters on all your creatures.
Mm-hmm.
With the ability to sack all of my clues and stuff for free, that'll be really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm putting Nuka-Cola Machine in the deck, and I think that's going to be funny.
That's really good card too.
I think,
fine.
honestly, my hardest part's going to be the lands.
As it always is, unless you're playing monocolor. This is the joy of building a monocolor deck. It's like, oh, I don't have to think too hard about the land base. I can just throw a bunch of basics in and a couple utility lands, and I'm done with this. It doesn't take me 2/3 of my entire deck building process to make sure the mana base is right.
I found fixing the land base was not hard at all. Wizards did a good coast of the land base. Then what I did is I organized the. Let me show you. Let me pop down screen. Like you can do it here. Organized by mana value. Organized by color. And it will color organize the. Let's try that again. Let's do color tag. No, not color tag. Color. There you go. It'll organize everything by color, and you can see how much of it's in here. Like I got most of my cards in green, a bigger chunk in blue, and black, and the rest are less red and white. And I'm like, Okay, I'll put the fetch lands in there to get all the green and other color lands in there. Then I'll put Bloodstain Mire because the go fetch is Cinderglade in the mountain one. So it was, to me, getting the land base fixed was not hard once you can organize it by color and see what you need the most, so you can get the most fast things quicker. Hopefully, that's the case.
My plan is to give me a challenge. I'm probably never gonna put a game changer in the deck, but everyone around me has me second guessing on the fetch land idea.
The game changer, yeah, I took out a game changer.
That for me, not putting a game changer in the deck's like telling me I can't make a token deck. That's kind of hard.
But yeah, but like I need to sleeve up the precon because, like I said, I got a precon, so I can have an unedited version of the deck to play with. I got a kitty who's just rubbing against my leg all of a sudden.
Yeah, I have one scratching at my shoulder.
Oh, nice. You get that little back scratch, super sharp claws, little blood. I'm kidding. I'm just saying cat's claws are sharp.
That they are.
So did you have a good dinner tonight, everybody?
I sure did.
Mm-hmm.
I had a late lunch, but yeah, it was pretty fine.
Good. Well, I can't wait to play another Commander game with you guys, but
You're fine.
Lone Wolf is getting too big for his head. He just thinks he's the best Magic player there is. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Nice try. That's Hillbilly's title.
I sent Hillbilly a link. I was wondering if he's going to be upset because I changed my commander to Mikey instead of April. He's been liking Mikey a lot. And I'm like, well, my deck does a lot with Mikey, so I wonder if thematically, it just makes sense to have Mikey as the secondary commander.
That makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
So, because let's see. I wish I could. Let's see. Yeah, I won't. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out something. I saw it. There we go.
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, I hate to run, but I've got stuff that needs to be done, and it's already 9:30.
All right, bud. Have a good night.
I'll see you guys. I should see you guys in the morning. As long as everything continues to be cool, I'll see you guys in the morning.
All right. I sent you a thing for tomorrow when you get.
I read it.
All right.
Yep, I read it. I got you.
Nice.
All right, you guys have a good night. Take care.
Yeah, have a good night, bud. All right. So yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures within the deck named Michelangelo or Mikey. Because I got Michelangelo BFF, and he's pretty good. He's 4 mana for 4/4, and he says creatures with counters on him must be blocked by a single creature.
Well, that's actually a lot better than I thought it was.
Right, and when he enters, he creates a mutagen token or attacks. Then I got Michelangelo Weirdness to 11, which when he enters, he creates a mutagen token, and he's the one. He has the whenever a +1 counter is put on a creature, that many +1 are put on that instead. I got Mikey and Don Party Planners, which is Ward 2, 3/3, 4 mana. When you look at the top card of your library anytime, you may play lands and cast mutant ninjas and turtle spells from the top of your deck. If you cast spells this way, that creature enters with an additional +1 counter on it. So hopefully that works. I got Mikey and Leo Chaos and Order, which costs 2 green or white. 2/2. Whenever a counter is put on a creature you control, Draw a card. Triggers once each turn. Then down here, oh, there's 6. We're off of Mikey Troublemakers. So like every turtle pair, I got Mikey paired with every other turtle in the deck.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah, so hopefully it works. Oscar's like, yeah, I did have a good lunch or a good dinner. That's awesome. Sorry, my camera's off because I'm actually eating a Chinese chicken orange chicken dinner. But yeah. So do you do anything fun today, Lone Wolf?
Besides coming up with ideas for the turtle deck list, not really. One of those things. Once you're hyper focused on it, it's kind of hard to step away from it.
Right, being patient is a monster.
Yep.
He says shipping's in 3 days. I want it now.
Pretty much. Well, like I said, my biggest problem I'm going to have is I got the shock lands, but I really don't know what I'm going to take out for the shock lands.
Well, I'll start with the thriving lands.
100%. Those are coming out of there without a question.
Then I took out the lands that say choose. I took out the land Big Apple that says when it comes to play, choose a color. It's that color. I took out Big Apple. Then I took out the basic fetch lands like Evolving Wilds and whatnot. And
right.
I took out those lands because I was putting fetch lands in anyways myself. But those would be good replacements for your shock lands.
Oh, for sure.
Because like I didn't put shock lands in my deck actually. I kept the lands in there.
Yeah, it's like with me. Like I could put all the shock lands in there if I wanted to. I could put the fetch lands in there, the triomes, but the problem is the land base is already good and you don't want to go around messing with it.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Knowing a person's luck, you go around and mess with the land base and then it doesn't work anymore. You're kind of like, well, back to the drawing board.
Right. So the best thing you can do is see what colors you want the most and put in those.
Right. See, with me, I think I'm going more towards green, blue, and white, and I'm gonna lower probably the black and red because I'm just not that big of a fan.
All right.
And I know white needs some more lands in the deck. If I'm gonna put more white in there, it needs more white lands.
Right.
Because my brother was telling me when you play the Thrive lands, this deck was so bad enough that you just need to put all the Thrive lands on white.
Right. That makes sense. I mean, like there's I think there's 2 of each basic land and 4 forests in the deck. And out of the dual lands it comes with, I don't think there's a basic. I don't think there's a other than Path of Ancestry and all those pain lands that they have.
Right.
I don't think you're running any white dual lands at all.
Well, and this is going to be my other question. There's a few pain lands in there, like you said, right?
Right.
Would it be worth putting Mana Confluence in there when you're already taking 2 damage?
Depends on what you want. Like I wouldn't put Mana Confluence in there and keep Grand Coliseum in there. I'd take out Grand Coliseum and put in Mana Confluence.
I don't even remember. What does Grand Coliseum do?
It enters tap to tap for colorless, or you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color and deal 1 damage to you.
Oh yeah, I guess that could be an easy swap out there.
Right, because you're just speeding up a land at that point.
Right.
But you can do, like, I would keep it in Hidden Hideout because it does the same thing. But it does the same thing as Grand Coliseum, but it doesn't pay any damage. It just enters tap that adds 1 mana of your commander's color identity. And you can pay 2 to give a creature you control the counter on it lifelink until end of turn.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to keep that in there. The lifelink might come in handy.
right? You'll want to keep Path of Ancestry.
See
But
that the path of ancestry to me might be the question mark on that
why? Because it taps for any mana.
because it
And if
enters
that,
tapped.
you're right. But I kept it.
But the scrying part doesn't it scry if you cast
Creature tap
the
that
co-
shows a creature.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you cast a creature that shows the type of their commander, you scry one.
Oh, that makes sense. So that
Right.
might be worth keeping in there.
Right. So like I like if like I took out the basic fetch lands. Like I took out Scape Tunnel, I took out Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic, or whatever it was. There was three of them. I took out Exotic Orchard too. Exotic Orchard, like if you wanted to keep Grand Coliseum, put in Mana Confluence for Exotic Orchard. That's a better trade right there.
Yeah.
You know.
Now the other thing that I'm worried about because I'm trying not to, my problems with my decks. I like to get things to go quick.
Right.
Apparently. Do you think doing all these changes with the lands is going to make this deck just go that much quicker to be a problem?
No. Well, in a 5-color deck, you want your mana to come out smooth.
Yeah, right.
You know, that's for a fact. You know.
Like I've never even attempted a 5-color deck before, so this is going to be a whole new. When it comes to upgrading, it's going to be a whole new story for me.
Well, yeah, both my 5-color decks that I had before, I had all the triumphs in the world to put in there and stuff like that. Then I got
Right.
trades for Shocklands from you guys to help it be more efficient. You know, this deck, I got the Shocklands and I have the fetch lands, but I had to pull them out of a sacred place and put them in there.
Well, if I tell you the truth, if I still can't decide on the fetch lands, like I'm telling myself not to,
Right.
but I'm in the same boat. I'll be taking them from a special place, my Hearthhold deck for it.
No. Right.
There is 3 fetch lands that will not be leaving Hearthhold, but everything else could come out of there.
Mm-hmm. That's
But
tough.
I can't decide if that's what I want to do or not.
Ooh. Oof, that's rough. Yeah, I get you there. I believe you 100%. Taking lands out of Hearthrow will feel like ripping off a band-aid.
Right. That is like the one thing I told myself I'm never going to do, but if I got the 3 main fetch lands for the Hearthhold, I think I'd be okay with everything else swapping over.
Right. No doubt. See, I'm looking for something.
It's like I think my idea with the deck might be a little crazy because I'm thinking about putting in the reticent horn beetle. Like it puts tokens out for each 1/1 counter you put on creatures during that turn. Really
Right.
thinking about putting that in there because I think it'd be funny.
Hmm.
Like I want to throw Felidar Retreat and Cathar's Crusade in there, but at that point, is that going to be too much?
Right. Will it be too much? Is it too much? Is it everything you want it to be?
I think at this point, I just as well build a Bant deck.
Hey, you make that sound like it's a bad idea.
It is. I don't want to tear it apart that much.
Bant decks are awesome.
Well, see, you want to know one of my original plans was to deal with it was since Michelangelo had an attack trigger, like you attack at one counter and create a food.
Yeah.
I was gonna build it around I think it's called it. I know the enchantment's called Angelic Exaltation, but I was gonna put Cranko 10 Street in there, Anim in there. When it attacks, it makes tokens equal to the counters on the creature. But now
Right.
I don't know if that's a good idea anymore.
I don't know.
Like I want the food token because I want to have a good theme of food, but
That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. The food tokens gain life. Get those combos out.
right.
I believe in you. I believe that the food token idea should have been Hillbillies. He should have made a buffet deck, because he likes to devour the buffet tables of food.
Right.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I think mine's going to be called the math problem by the time it's said and done.
It's a math problem. Every choice is like having to calculate.
Yeah, every move you make in the deck's going to make half a ton of tokens.
Right. That's for certain. Too many tokens. Unless someone plays that one spell or returns all tokens to his owner's hands that were put there in the battlefield this turn.
That would be rough, wouldn't it?
You're like, I created infinite tokens. And someone says, already spawned. Return all tokens that were put into play this turn, or return all permanents that were put into play this turn to their owner's hand. You're like, God damn it. Like, I just
Hey,
want infinite.
if they're only going to bounce food clues and treasure tokens to my hand, I'm okay with that. But if it comes to creatures, I'm in trouble.
That's right. Right. Like, I'm waiting for Wizard of the Coast to create a powerful fog. One that just says, 1 green, prevent all combat damage, draw a card. I'm like, oh my lord, we need a time walk now.
They got something that's just as good for Hearthroll, though.
Hmm.
And it's called Constant Mists.
Oh, yeah.
You got to sacrifice the land and prevent all combat damage. And the spell goes right back to your hand.
Right. That's pretty good. Yeah, Constant Miss. That's a copy of a card I should look for. For Hearthroll. The sacrifice on land's pretty good. And I was telling my son the other day, I said, like, I got a commander deck that you should play. He's like, what? He's like, because he kind of stepped out of commander. I said, I got a commander deck you should play. It's up your alley. I said, it's called Hearthroll. And it says he's all about resource management. He cares about playing lands and sacrificing lands. And you keep doing that until you can drain your opponent for life. And he's like,
It's such a good deck.
it's such a good deck. It is such a good deck.
And I can't wait to try out that one too because I upgraded it and I might have goofed up, but
Right.
you don't know if you don't take chances.
It's very true. You don't know if you don't take chances. Like, I upgraded my deck today, and I don't know how well it's going to do until I actually play against people.
Yep. There could be things that you're going to play it. There could be things that are like, well, I thought it'd be good and it's not. So it's like, figure out something else. That's the best. That's a good thing about playing them.
Right. Definitely want a good fun deck to play with. I still got all the cards for the deck, and I can always look up the list if I ever want to revert it. But I tried adding more draw, the cartoon cards like April O'Neil Hacktivist. At the beginning of your end step, you draw a card for each card type among spells you cast this turn.
Right.
That could be fun if you play a creature and a sorcerer. You get to draw 2 cards.
Yeah.
But she's 4 mana for a 1/5. But yeah.
This deck's going to be creature heavy. So the other question I was thinking about, would the Great Henge be worth a spot in the deck?
No, only if it fits your theme of playing lots of creatures.
I think it's a little too much mana intensive, but the +1/+1 counter and drawing a card sounds really nice.
Yeah, how much is a Great Hinge nowadays?
A lot.
I bet.
I don't know how much, but I know it's more than a few dollars.
$64.04. All
I
right.
didn't realize it was that expensive. Goodness.
Well, that's just for a regular one. There's another one for $61.37. So you're looking around $60 to $65. Unless you want the foil version, which is like $80.
I have one sitting around that doesn't have a deck for it. That's why I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, you can just send it to me. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you got one just sitting around doing nothing.
Yep.
I mean, I got a card that's a banned in Commander. That's a fair trade for it.
Fast bond.
I wish. I know you want a fast bond. No, and Recurring Nightmare.
It sounds like an awful card.
Well, do you like sacrificing creatures?
Not unless it's in my Edgar deck.
Do you like reanimating creatures?
I don't like reanimating.
Do you like infinite combos?
Okay, now that's a little bit better.
Well, this card does all three of those things. So the card's called Recurring Nightmare, and it's an enchantment, and it says sacrifice a creature, sacrifice a creature, return Recurring Nightmare to your owner's hand, reanimate a creature. And with the right creature, you can have an infinite loop.
That sounds hilarious.
That's why it's banned in Commander, because it's easily broken. Because, like, you can have a derpy card like, what you call it? The way it works, you can have a derpy card like Avengers Zendikar.
Right.
Say you have Avengers Zendikar on the battlefield with like 7/01 tokens, right?
Yep.
And say you have the altar that gives you 2 mana when you sacrifice a creature.
Yeah, Ashnod's Altar.
Ashnod's Altar. Oh, wait, no, let's do better. The one that adds a color.
Phyrexian Altar.
There you go. Phyrexian Altar. So basically what you can do is you cast, you have Phyrexian Altar, Avengers Zendikar, Recurring Nightmare. You cast your Recurring Nightmare. Then when it enters the battlefield, you sacrifice Avengers Zendikar, return Recurring Nightmare to your hand. Then you can target Avengers Zendikar because it hits the graveyard before the other triggered ability happens. You return that to your battlefield, create those tokens, sacrifice 3 of those tokens to add your 3 black, cast Recurring Nightmare, sacrifice Avengers Zendikar, and repeat the process and have infinite tokens.
Oh, that's crazy.
Right. So, yeah, it's a reserve list card. But yeah, no, like I looked up the price the other day. It was like $95. I'm like, holy cow, that's more than the $13 I spent on the card.
Right. Don't you love it when that happens?
Right, especially on a reserve list card. Because reserve list cards are pretty solid when it comes to powerful spells.
I think I only got maybe 3 reserved list cards. I got Dual Nature, which I didn't believe it was. I can't believe that's on the reserved. I got the Fast Bond, and I got Earthcraft.
Ooh, yeah. Fast Bond is only one of those banned in Commander, isn't it?
Yeah, and I wished it wasn't.
You're like, I want to break it.
I want to put it in Hearthful so bad.
Right. No doubt. No doubt. Hearthroll. Where are you? Hearthroll.
Yeah, if Hearthful had Fast Bond in the deck, that would be a bracket 4, bracket 5 deck.
Fast Bond. I keep thinking of the one that gives a puts a permanent from your card in the hand into play for flash speed or something.
So Fast Bond will let you play as many lands you want per turn, but you have to pay 1 life for each additional land after the first.
Ah, yeah. I keep forgetting that. That's so busted.
I'm gonna hope one day it becomes unbanned, but I don't see that happening.
Well, let me put a scenario in your head. All right. Fast
Right.
Bond. Fast Bond costs 1 mana, right?
Yep, 1 mana.
1 mana. It's green, right?
Yep.
Say you have a deck that's green blue, right?
Yep.
And this green blue deck has Horn of Greed. It has maybe like a few tutors in it that search for artifacts or a particular card, that particular artifact, Horn of Greed. And
Right.
you have not forbidden, the alchemist guy that says whenever you have no cards in your deck, you win the game.
Laboratory Maniac.
Yeah, him, Laboratory Maniac. So say you have those few cards in your deck, and you mulligan until you have Fast Bond.
Right.
Right? Then you got a card. Then you say you have a card in your hand because there's plenty of tutors that search out for enchantments. Fast Bond enchantment, yeah.
Yeah, Fast Bond's an enchantment.
All right. So we're running bat in this scenario. Because you need your tutors for your enchantments. You run a few tutors for enchantments and artifacts. And what you do is you play your land, you ramp up like with like you're just gonna play your land. And you have Horn of Greed out. Every time you play land, you draw a card off Horn of Greed. And then you play an additional land and lose life. But effectively, you can pretty much play your deck. So you play Laboratory Maniac, which is a lot of life. But you can get this primordial card in your deck that says reveal the top card of your library if it's a permanent card put in the battlefield tap. That includes lands. So you cast that eventually, save yourself, mill yourself the rest of your deck with Laboratory Maniac in the battlefield. You win the game like that quick. Now that's a Christmas scenario where everything has to work out right.
Right. That would be insane.
Mm-hmm. Right. Fast Bond with Horn of Greed is insane.
See, I still can't decide if Horn of Greed's really that good or not.
It's good if you can take advantage of it more than your opponents.
Right. Because I have it sitting in Hearthroll, but I'm thinking I just you don't want to give people card advantage.
But like I said, it's only good if you get more card advantage out of it.
Right.
Like if you're winning with the card advantage game, you're winning.
Right.
But if your opponents are getting more value out of it than you are, then you're not winning.
Yeah, it's kind of a dead card at that point.
Right. But luckily, Hearthroll is a lands deck, and you do ramp out pretty much well.
Right.
Because your point of the deck is to win, ramp, win, get all those lands out and tell them they're bad and throw them in the graveyard and bring them back. You're like Bubblegum Song by Powerman 5000. He's like, chew it up, spit it out, bubblegum.
That's funny.
That's what it does. That's Hearthroll in a nutshell.
Yeah, the way that you said that's pretty much how it works.
Right. It's such a fun deck because I like it because the resource management is messing with your own resources. It's crazy.
This turtle deck is right up there with Hearthroll. The way that it's played for me lately, I really think it's going to be really good. And I don't know, like it's slow to a certain extent, but that's not a bad thing.
Right. No doubt. Well, the deck plays good. The turtle deck plays good. They did a good job making it not suck horribly. You know, they made it where it played good. It was a fun game for everybody who played it. And so it went well.
I think the best thing that they did was the land base in the deck.
No,
For being a 5-color deck, they did really good.
they did. They did. They made it. They like how many games have we played together so far? And the land base has not screwed us over to the point where we couldn't play anything in our hand.
Except for maybe Hillbilly. I think it might have Hillbilly. But that's because he has the arena curse.
Right, the arena curse. Don't give me the arena curse. That's funny. I mean, what about you in chat? Do you guys play the turtle deck? Do you guys like it? But yeah, I hope it's fun. Well, thank you for hanging out with me tonight, Lone Wolf.
Not a problem.
And thank you, Ray. Well, I know you're at home, relaxing, doing what you need to, but it is 9 o'clock, so I gotta call it a night. Yeah. Hope you have a good night and can calm your brain down enough not to think about that deck for a few minutes.
You know how hard that's going to be?
Right? Like, there's not enough melatonin out there in the world for that.
Exactly.
Right, bud. We're going to call it a good night. Thank you guys for watching. Whoever's watching, you guys rock, you guys rule. But we're just going to get out of here. We're going to get to the end scene. Let's get out.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show.